Good afternoon. It's Thursday, October 16th. And yesterday it was reported that there was a leak of a completely new refugee program and that the Trump administration would be just overhauling the existing refugee program. And there are a lot of things in this report, but I want to talk about a few that are extremely concerning. One, it would bring down overall refugee admissions drastically. Really minimizing the amount of refugee admissions to the United States on an annual basis. Second of all, it would prioritize white Europeans and English speakers and even extremists on the far right. Sorry about that. That was my kids. One of the groups that are going to be prioritized are white South Africans. Now, we've heard this before, right? This isn't a surprise. They already created, a special refugee program for white South Africans. But then there's categories for people who come from English-speaking countries, people who could more assimilate culturally. So what is that? Western Europeans, right? And create a special category of refugees, like a refugee category for extremists. I'm not kidding you. People who spoke out against immigration in their country, essentially white supremacists, and were silenced in their countries, and they feel ostracized. They feel silenced because they cannot, support white supremacy in their country. So now the Trump administration wants to literally give them a special priority to seek refugee status in the U.S. Now, cultural assimilation, what does that mean? It means you're Christian, right? We're looking at countries where Islam is the majority religion. We're not looking at countries, of course, where Judaism is the majority religion, where Buddhism is the majority religion, right? So inevitably, this prioritizes white Christian refugees. It prioritizes people who are far-right extremists in their countries. And it prioritizes white South Africans. So we will see if there's ever a formal announcement. If there is a formal announcement, again, this was a leak by the New York Times yesterday. This would shift us completely in terms of being one of the leaders globally accepting, refugees from war-torn countries to now basically racially profiling refugees and only accepting those that fit within a very specific limited profile. It's essentially a racial purity test. So unbelievable, but not surprising, right? Given the situation that we're dealing with right now. I imagine if this does become public and formally announced, that there will be lawsuits. And as always, I'll try and keep tabs of the litigation, but if it sounds like I don't have much to say, it's just because I'm demoralized at this point. And I'm really sad that there isn't more pushback and that there are so many people who actually support this. And that's been a hard realization for me also. But yeah, I'll keep you posted.